I'm so sad now.
All right, so we're back for part 3. Thanks for that intro, Brian.
We're already recording?
Oh my, already?
We're recording.
Oh my god.
All right, so rest in peace, Chad. All right,
We interrupt these
Dude.
Gundam news
yeah.
with breaking news.
Like, okay, first off, I didn't even know he even had cancer. Like, there was
I
no
think they
trace
kept it
of that.
private and stuff, so.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's I mean, I think it's it'd be pretty appropriate for us to all take a moment of silence. All right. Yeah, it's really sad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was a good person. He was a truly good person.
yeah, it's great loss to the community. So,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
all right. Well, this is a Gundam podcast, so this is as good a time as ever to try to
Continue the
transition
best way.
out of that. Gundam Expo. How's everyone been doing? How's their wallets been doing? How's your wallet, Stanley?
Yeah, Stanley, how's your wallet? Yeah.
Actually, it's pretty intact. Honestly,
Really?
I am pretty upset with how it
Ooh.
was kind of ran. And I'll kind of explain. I think a lot of people had this too. The main thing, obviously, that's one Sunday when the RG perfectibility went up. I
Mm.
cannot believe within 30 seconds it was already gone, and I was there waiting for it.
So
And
wait, you didn't get it then?
I did not
right?
get it.
Ooh.
I was,
Wow. Okay.
and you know, like a lot of people be like, oh, you know, why are you buying it as a retail? I'm like, no, I actually want it legitly for myself because
Yeah.
you know,
You're still a collector.
Yeah.
I still enjoy this and I
Yeah.
want to get it, but at the same time, it's just like, wow, I did not expect 30 seconds for it to be gone. Unless there's like obviously bots and stuff or you
Yeah.
know,
Fires.
That's insane, to
and
be honest. Yeah.
and this is what I've heard from other people, not regarding to this specific kid, but I know like the goof was the
Flight type.
no, that flight type, same thing, gone within 30 seconds.
Wow.
And then, this is what I noticed
Damn.
on their site was like, because I did order like the clear Hello Kitties for myself, and there was a limit of 2, but apparently like 2 or 3 minutes later, someone told me, hey, they changed it to limit of 1 now. So I don't know if like that first batch they did, they just had like oh, you can order like 6 or 10 or something. So someone just took all of it. I don't know. I
Wow,
mean,
okay. I
there's
personally
a lot
didn't
of
see
things to
something
it.
like that, but yeah, that's insane. I'm really sorry because I know a lot of people complaining about the perfectibility.
hmm
On our page, on the San Diego Gunpla page, a lot of people are complaining about that. That like they didn't even get a chance to even order the thing or even like see an order sign that they could click.
I
So-
saw the order sign, but when I put it to my cart, the site crashed, so I had to refresh it. And when I refreshed it, it was taken out of my cart, and then it was already said sold out. And I'm like, excuse me, it's only been like
Ooh.
30 seconds. How is that possible?
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
So we're talking about the unicorn one, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
real grade one specifically.
Yeah. So
the real grade one? Okay, I'm looking at the MG one, it looks like.
From what I'm aware of, the MG one didn't sell out right away. Maybe it's just me being blind, but I saw it still in stock at the time.
Right now, it's not in stock. The only one oh, you know what? No, that's the mechanical clear. That's in
Yeah,
stock.
so I'm bringing it up for everybody else. The only
Yeah.
one that's really up is the master grade full armor Gundam.
Yeah,
full
the mechanical
armor
clear
unicorn.
version.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not the perfectibility real grade. That one's sold out completely.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a very sought after design.
Yes.
I mean, the thing that made it even bigger was the fact that it was being released at the same time as in Japan, so a lot of people had the chance to get it at
Oh.
the same time as Japan.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
even
Yeah.
for me, I was like, I really want it because I can finish all these goddamn unicorns finally.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. I even had a half a mind of getting the real grade unicorn. Actually, let's see. So this is all the items that were no longer available, and this is all sorted by popularity.
Mhm.
Well, I think this is a lie because they still have these in stock, but the Testament
I-
definitely sold out.
Is the Testament sold out now?
So
I think the Testament sold out. Yeah.
I know Pierre got his pre-order for the Testament Gundam, but he did it as
Testament was
soon as
up
they
for a
announced it.
while though. I know
Yeah.
Testament was up for a while.
Yeah.
I kind of
feel
want
like-
that metal build right there you just passed. The gold frame.
Which one? The gold frame?
Yeah.
The Matsu. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks pretty cool. This is the Hana version. Yeah.
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 This is the manga version, I think, from
Yeah.
Princess of the Sky.
No, this one. This is not that version. I don't think. Or is it?
I think
It
it goes
says
through
the Hana
multiple
version.
changes. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it goes through like 3 different changes. I haven't read it. I have no idea.
And we
I'm
can
just
admit
assuming
the gold frame is
Because
like one of the
the-
biggest cluster F suits ever made, but that's the point.
it's still amazing.
No, it's still one of my favorite suits. But yeah, I just like the straight line in general. So
So I actually built the high grade version of the gold frame of Matsu,
Mhm.
but I painted it into this Hana type colors. Actually, I used this design as like a huge inspiration for painting that kit for
yeah,
my friend.
Mhm.
And when I tried posing it, it was the most god awful thing to pose.
yeah.
It's very difficult.
I mean, I don't say it's surprisingly back heavy because it has those giant wings, but the
It's like
feet are
the-
so narrow. It doesn't have any base to stand.
Yeah, it doesn't have a base to stand, and then the wings. I guess I'm so used to the posability of the Freedom wings.
Yeah,
I can like swivel it back and forth. You can move it up and down, but these
they're
don't
always
do
flat.
that. Yeah, and it's very hard for me to get into like a dynamic pose that I really like. You're very limited with the wings itself, and then because you have the modified Trigeros shield, it always bumps into the wing all the time.
Yeah, I remember
It
even
looks
on
gorgeous though.
the 100th high grade of the gold frame Amatsu, the shield still bumps into the wing every time.
Wow.
It just does it. I think every gold frame kit does it.
I think the real grade has the same thing, and I think
Yeah.
also the real grade has that issue with the shoulder where the right shoulder always gets in the way.
Yeah, because it's the Blitz's arm. It's not
Yep.
the gold frame arm.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it still looks pretty.
But I mean, getting back to our wallets, I honestly didn't buy anything
Yeah, I'm
because
seeing.
there was really nothing. I'm not a big fan of the mechanical clear or the crystal clear, whatever they want to call it, and all the other kits that they've put up. I was just like, I mean, there were a few like the metal build we just looked at, and there's a few like red frame kits would be cool, but I've built the red frame like 4 times now. I'm kind of tired
You're
of
done.
building them. Yeah. Like, I don't know how Stanley builds the core Gundam every freaking time. Granted, that's a lot smaller, so I guess it's a little easier than a master grade, but
He's
Yeah, I
watching a lot of Re-Rise.
I've watched every time I put on another core. All right, let's put on another episode of Re-Rise, guys.
the motivation is to skit you.
Yes. The last time I did something like this was the Barbados, which was all the forms. And,
Okay.
as you have seen on the P-Bandai shop, the Master Grade's coming up, and guess who needs to buy another 6 more Barbados?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is it 6
Why-
form? Really?
So the option set lets you recreate all the other forms minus Lupus and Lupus Rex.
Okay. Yeah, so I have Master Grade Barbados. I've yet to build it because I have a backlog of. I'm almost on my wing backlog. Then once I do that, I can do like my one-off kits, right? But I really want a Master Grade Lupus. Like that's probably my favorite version of Barbados.
I think the Lupus is a way better design than the Lupus Rex. Like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like the Lupus Rex because that was the final end game one, but honestly, I feel like the Lupus just had the better balance, and also Giant Buster Sword is
Exactly.
always win.
Yeah, but you have to buy a brand new kit or a whole new
Oh,
kit. in
that
order
one
to
right
get
there.
Buster Sword.
Scroll back up, Steven. The Zaku. The the Seed Zaku. Yeah, that one, the slap.
Oh, this one.
Mm.
Yeah, I do kind
Isaac
of want
Jules
that.
version.
Yes.
Did you pre-order this? No.
No, I
Right.
didn't. No.
No.
That one
That's
closed
okay.
a while ago.
Yeah.
There is the green one coming up soon. I don't know if they're going to put it on the US site yet though, and that has the Blaze pack with the missile launchers on the backpack.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
do want to get that one because I still need to get Luna Maria's.
This one's
Also-
screen accurate, so
Yeah.
can't
It
can't
is.
beat that.
I mean, I want the green one because I want the launcher pack on the back because I want to customize it to look like Diarca's Zaku.
Yo, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sick.
I'm surprised no one's done that yet for the what was it for Luna Marius.
Yeah. Well, I think the
'Cause it would
green
be
would
the
be
same,
easier.
right?
Well, yeah, but I think the green would be easier because his kit has a lot of green in it. It's green, orange, and black, if I remember right. His Gundam or his Zaku.
Let's look it up.
Well, there's two
Ye-
versions because there's the remaster version and then there's the original one.
Yeah.
The original, in the original series, it was just the green Zaku, and then in the remaster, he got the black one.
Yeah, and I think he has an orange shoulder piece, if I remember right.
I don't remember about the orange piece.
Oh, maybe I'm just
Uh,
remembering.
Here we go. Diarca Zaku.
Not the Blaze Zaku. You're looking for the Gunner Zaku.
Gunner Zaku. There you go.
That's
it.
Right
That's
there.
it. That's it.
Mhm.
No, I think he did have a Blaze pack in the show. He didn't have the Gunner pack.
He had the Blaze pack when Isaac upgraded to the Goof, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think.
So that was like in the later half of Destiny.
Yeah, that was like in the last 10 episodes.
Yeah, because the Zaku Warrior like standard doesn't really have a special type.
Yeah,
Like if they have a Luna Maria Hawk, they're gonna have
That's
Diarca
right.
Hellsman.
yeah. Well, it's right there, Lunamire Hawk.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like
Oh, okay,
if they have a tab for that, then they're gonna have a tab for Diarca.
No, I think Diarca was kind of weird. Like I said, the Diarca one was because they did the remaster, then they changed it up.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's gonna show up because.
There you go.
There it is.
Old one.
There's the old one. I think I actually
If
have
it-
this kit.
It pops up. It's never gonna pop up.
No.
Forever loading. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Maybe.
kinda,
Oh no,
maybe.
almost. It likes to tease us.
There we
Ah,
go.
there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, After did pilot Zaku in the first episode, huh?
Yeah, he
Just
did.
for like a quick minute, and then it
Got
got
like
wrecked.
pushed down.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I can help." Nope, you really can't. You hit a gun.
Yeah.
Useless.
You ever notice whenever he piloted anything besides a Gundam, he always got really destroyed or embarrassed?
I mean, he piloted the Savior and got embarrassed, but.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, come on. The Savior was a good suit.
It was a
It was-
good
actually
suit,
really
but-
like the
It was
Savior.
good design.
I mean, it was
Let's
the
put-
Savior
let's just say it
versus
that way.
it was the Savior versus the actual Savior Kira Yamato. So I mean, who's gonna win?
It was just a
Jesus.
good design.
Tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't buy anything during Gundam Expo. Nothing really struck my itch. And I'm also in
Lame.
the middle of building my backlog, so I'm not really looking to buy a lot of new kits right now.
It's true. I didn't know that they had these for the longest time.
Those are when they first went up on P Bandai when they first launched it again. This is actually the second time launching P Bandai in the US.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that this was available for the Gundam Expo like 150 thing.
Which one? This one? No. This one didn't count. This was from way back then, like when it first launched in April.
Oh, okay. But wait, because it says a September 2020
Yeah.
delivery though.
But you see where it says pre-order start on the top area? That's when it actually like went up for order.
April 2nd.
Oh, in April.
Yeah.
Okay. Sad. Oh well.
I mean, I am glad they're opening up the P Bandai store to us, like so we can order this
Yeah.
stuff and not have to go through crazy, third-party prices. Sometimes you get,
But
you
but
get
Toy
fair
Arena is
people.
not like that.
No, Toy
because-
Arena I have had nothing but good experiences with, and that's
Yes,
not because standards.
great experiences
I'm
with
just
Toy
saying.
Arena.
Every con I go to, Toy Arena is the place I go to get Gunpla.
Yes,
Thank you.
but yeah, for other places that we're not going to name on this show,
Yeah.
they have really ridiculous, crazy prices.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at
not to
that.
say that $200 for a Sazabi chrome-plated version is not
Yeah.
ridiculous, but
What's that Freedom right there? That's a metal robot.
This is the
spirit?
metal build. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
really cool.
Yeah.
I thought about getting it, and then I
Same.
realized I don't really buy Chogokins.
I do.
You do. That's I think this is calling your name.
I
Dustin.
kind of want it. I mean, look how cool it looks.
I mean, you get this one. You just get your regular Freedom that you already have, and turn
Mhm.
that one into phase shift colors.
Ooh. Yeah,
That'd be
I
dope.
like that idea.
Right? Phase shift colors, and you get this Freedom.
Exactly.
Dude, this Freedom looks really good.
I mean, the Freedom Gundam itself always looks good to me, but yeah, this one looks really posable and has like all the right angles. You know what I mean?
Like, look at that. Like, look at.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at
That's
that.
a nice
distance
pose.
right
It just
there.
satisfies all that itch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Eek.
it's just
Go.
a good. It's just a
Those
good kit.
Look
Slender
at
legs.
Scroll up. Look at that. Oh,
Just
full
legs
burst
for
mode?
days.
fuck yes.
Dude, so what I actually notice about playing with a Freedom Gundam is that I absolutely hate putting it into this pose.
It is kind
I'm
of a
not-
pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because if you want to play with it, right? Like you want to be able to move it around very easily.
Yeah.
Once you put it into this pose, it is the most terrible thing trying to move it around. And so I always end up putting my Freedom into like these types of poses.
With the wing. Oh, like the wings is kind of sprawled out.
Like this, or like dynamic like saber
Yeah.
holding like poses. I love doing that with the Freedom. For some reason, even though the Freedom is mostly like a shot suit, like I always love seeing it with a beam saber.
Yeah.
And I mean that's just me personally, but
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Or when he puts it like in lance mode, that's always cool looking too.
yeah, I really like that. The Darth Maul,
Yeah.
whatever he's doing.
Only used one time in the entire series.
Was it
Yeah.
really only one time?
Yeah,
I
I was at the
think
very
so.
end of Seed.
When he fights Riley
Yeah.
Crusade, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Shit. He uses it a lot more in Destiny though, but that's Strike Freedom.
No, not
No.
really. Actually, it's just
Are you
Athrun.
sure?
Only
Athrun
Athen loves doing Dark
Athrun
Maul.
Athrun loves using the fucking beam lance. Yeah.
And like I don't get it because like it doesn't really give you that good of an advantage.
Eh,
I mean,
It
like
just looks cool, let's be honest.
yeah.
like doing that maybe.
You
right?
gotta
For
reinforce
parrying.
that the Justice is a melee suit.
I mean, it is a melee suit.
So
Yeah,
let me
did
just put these two together, and I'll
So-
go in.
Did you order anything, Steven?
I did not actually.
No.
I did not order anything. What I really wanted was the mechanical clears. But I told myself, this one. So this I've actually wanted since 2013 when it originally came out.
Is
Okay.
this the master grade or the real grade one?
This is the real grade one. And I've wanted one for a very long time because I thought it was like the coolest thing. But there was a lot of really bad things about this kit. My brother bought the kit when it first came out. He has no problems. But over the last like 6 years, I've heard many people say that they've broken a joint, that something doesn't work. And so adding the clear aspect to this, it made me very weary about buying this kit. Though when I watched the review in 2013, the reviewer had no problems with this kit at all. So I told myself, you know what? I'll wait until the very end of the sale. And if there's anything left over, I'll pick something up. And then it turned out, as soon as I said that, like 100 things sold out in like 6 hours. So I ended up not buying anything because there's honestly nothing to buy. I'm going to resort this to just available items, and it's basically endless waltz kits
Yeah.
and a
The
bunch of
Clear Justice, some of the really old Gundam based stuff, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So like these
The clear
real
Trans Am.
grades, these have been at Anime Expo and Comic-Con for God knows how long.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they're not even limited anymore because so many
It's
people
like
have them.
since
It's
like
just saturated the
2013,
market.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been there forever. So like I have this at home somewhere and I'm probably never going to open it up. I thought I was going to sell it thinking like, oh, this is like a nice rare kit. It's a very solid kit. Nobody wants to buy it because you can just buy it off of P Bandai. No.
Yep.
So I thought about buying the real grade Trans Am and the real grade Exia, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. And then these I already have. I already have the Wing Zero custom. Oh, actually, I was going to talk about this because I actually did research on the wings just for you, Dustin.
Oh god!
Just for you.
You gotta
Because
justify
Dustin,
these wings, Dustin.
He looks like, oh man, I'm busted.
Dustin
Stanley.
does not
Ugh.
like the wings
I
on the Wing
hate
Zero custom.
Wing Zero Customs wings. It's
Do
like
you know?
the one thing in Gundam that I hate more than anything else. Like if God said, Dustin, what's the one thing you change in Gundam? I'd say Wing Zero would never have angel wings. He would have
Okay.
normal mechanical wings.
So
Oh, I finished, Steven. I'll tell you my story afterwards. It's a
oh no
really
no no!
funny one.
I want you to say your story first, Stanley, because my story is
So-
just more like information.
So, I will be the first to admit, I have actually never seen an episode of Wing. Never.
Ooh.
Wow,
And here's the
Uh-oh.
thing: is that like
really?
this would trigger a lot of people, but I know a lot of people love Wing, and I just look at it and I just know the memes of it. Obviously, like I'll kill
The
you.
mission
Mission accepted.
complete.
Boom.
Troa's
all-
fighting style is just this, just guns.
Exactly. Exactly. But like, I always joke with people, and they're just asking me, "Oh, what's your favorite Gundam? Is it Wing?" I'm like, "Nah, I hate the Wing." And everyone just looks at me like, "What kind of Gundam fan are you?" I'm just like, "I grew up with Seed and Seed Destiny. Sorry,
One that
guys."
has good taste. Is what you mean.
So I'm actually gonna bring that up with you, Dustin.
See?
I believe that you're right. So I thought about for a really long time this week, actually, in between like putting up videos and stuff.
Uh-huh.
The Wing Gundam is the only Gundam, as far as I know, that doesn't have a color variant, except for the Turn A. I couldn't think of any other Gundam that doesn't have a color variation. And usually the most popular series or Gundams have color variations. So even so anything Seed and onwards, you're going to have some sort of minor variation. So think Core Gundam, right?
Yeah.
But Seed has the phase shift stuff. If you look backwards, the Gundam has like the Char's version, the G3, that kind of thing. Zeta has at least Amuro stuff. You have minor variations with the double Zeta with like the full armor and like the enhanced double Zeta, right?
Hmm.
But then you start to get into G Gundam, Gundam X, and then Gundam Wing. All the stuff that was made, post Tomino 1995 era.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
God Gundam has hyper mode,
Yes,
right?
where he's
And
all
then-
gold. Yeah.
and the X Gundam has the X divider.
Yes.
But the Wing Gundam has no other variation.
Are we talking
And
about
so-
base Wing or like?
Base Wing.
Base
So
Wing.
not
Yeah.
talking about like other like super crazy variations of it, like Kotoki's or like whatever, or TV versions.
Yeah.
But there's no color swap. There's no simple change or loadout for the Wing Gundam. And I thought that was really
Sure.
interesting because Bandai would definitely want to milk it. But when you think about the history of it, so I looked it up on Gundam Wiki, and I also was looking up G Gundam. So a lot of the history about
Would you count remind me the guy's name in Build Fighters that had the wing?
The Fenice?
yeah, Fenice. So
I-
that's a really interesting thing.
I would like to
because-
say, I think with build fighters, it kind of naturally leads to customization, so I don't think we can really count that.
Okay. That's
so
fine.
actually, I was gonna count that
You
because
were?
I think Bandai realized that they didn't have a variation for Wing. They didn't have a reason to recolor or anything because they basically said that the Wing Gundam was destroyed, right?
Yeah.
So instead, they still need to sell toys, so they purposely used the Wing Gundam as a base suit in Build Fighters so that they could create more variations of the Wing Gundam as another
Okay.
toy to sell.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they purposely knew that in their R&D that like, look, we don't have Wing Gundam. We know it's very popular in the West, but it might not be popular everywhere else, not like Seed or UC. So we need to start making it more popular again.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they used more of the 1995 kits. So they had the double X involved as well, just so they could kind of make it like a little bit more
Yeah.
appealing.
For Mao, yeah.
Or- for general audiences. But they threw in the Strike because they knew that, Strike is a very popular design.
Yeah.
With you already say piloting that thing. But anyway, so I was looking up G Gundam stuff, and G Gundam actually came out before Wing.
Yeah.
And so the G Gundam was like the first pioneered like alternate universe Gundam. So the Wing Gundam, when they were actually designing that, they actually took cues from the Burning Gundam. because each of the 5 Gundams in Gundam Wing are supposed to represent like a particular ethnicity.
Mhm.
So the Wing Gundam is supposed to represent Japan. So they took heavy cues for the original Wing Gundam from the God Gundam. That's why you have the color scheme and stuff. But they
And like
didn't add the
core and
wings.
the chest and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But they didn't add the wings until very much later in the design process.
Huh.
Well, remind me, in G Gundam in the last episode, isn't there a brief glimpse of Wing Gundam like floating in space? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was a cameo for
Yeah.
the next series that was supposed to be coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I looked up a lot of Wing Gundam stuff.
I'm sorry you did
thinking
that.
Yeah, it's okay. But we're gonna get back to the wings. So I quickly scanned through like all of Glory of the Losers,
Uh-huh.
and the person that you have to blame for the wings
Mhm.
is not just Zex, and it's not just Howard, but it's actually Hildy. So here's a little bit of Gundam lore and Glory of the Losers. So Hildy actually takes more of a front role where instead of being an information officer, she works with Trent Clark. If you remember Trent being the guy, the psycho guy from Oz that was like, oh, I'm going to research the Wing Gundam Zero, and so I can become like a really cool. You guys are probably just all looking this stuff up right now.
Yeah, I am, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't remember Hildy. I remember the science guy you're talking about.
So Hildy is
Her, the one that
is Duo's girlfriend.
Yeah, Duo's girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was actually being chased with Duo by Trent Clark, the guy who was the Oz soldier who was piloting the Wing Zero. And the Zero system kind of went berserk a little bit for Trent. He started freaking out, and they were able to defeat him with the Death Scythe temporarily losing his scythe. And so Hildy's Leo grabbed the scythe and then slashed the Proto Zero's wings off.
Oh,
And then
okay.
Trent, in his desperation, ejected from the suit and then detonated the Wing Zero custom. Or sorry, the Wing Zero, the Proto Zero.
The Proto Zero. Yeah.
Yeah. At that same time, so prior to that, the reason why the wings exist was because when Zex went out to space, the Tallgeese was built for Earth.
Yeah.
And so he didn't have anything that could help him navigate in outer space. It wasn't equipped with anything. So Howard gave him those wings on the Tallgeese so that he could fight in outer space.
the
But
Flugel.
during that, the Flugel wings.
Mhm.
So when they found the destroyed Proto Zero, they said, we can't leave this out in outer space, so we're gonna salvage it because we don't want Oz to get the Zero system again.
Yeah.
At that same time, the Tallgeese was already hitting like its major like issues, like
Yeah. It was end of life. Yeah.
Yeah, it was end of life, right?
Yeah.
So Zex needed a suit, and then he looked at it was basically just the torso of like the Wing Zero.
Yeah.
Like there was like almost nothing left. So they scrapped all the parts from the Tallgeese, and the Tallgeese is essentially what made the Wing Zero custom.
Fucking Tallgeese.
It's the Tallgeese's fault. If you want somebody blamed, you can blame Zex.
You know what?
Hildy,
I blame
the
Zex,
Tallgeese.
Trent, the Tallgeese,
and Trent
Google.
Oh, God.
and Hildy.
My list is keep getting bigger.
My list gets bigger and bigger every time we discuss these dumb angel wings on a Gundam. But if you go back to Build Fighters, when his name was Ricardo, right, Brian?
Yeah,
When
Fellini. Yeah.
Fellini rebuilds the Wing Gundam and he makes it a Wing Zero, he doesn't give it those stupid angel wings. He gives it like actual Gundam wings. I'm like, thank you for making a good Wing Zero custom kit.
Oh, it wasn't the Wing
Renacita.
Zero. It was the Renacita.
Renacita.
Yeah, it's just another Wing Gundam. Just,
Wing variant.
yeah,
variant.
it's another Wing variant, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
See? But I thought that was really interesting, and so it made me think that I think Gundam Wing's actually not popular. It's
In
only
Japan,
popular.
I know,
in Japan.
it wasn't
Maybe-
very popular.
Yeah.
It was not very. It was
Yeah.
not up there.
I would argue it pioneered Gundam in the U.S.
Yeah, because it was the first
or
Gundam
anywhere
here.
else.
It was the first
Yeah.
Gundam in US. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not very popular. It's
Yeah.
like truthfully, it's not a very globally popular series. Not like
Yeah.
Unicorn or Seed or Re-Rise. Yes.
Eh.
Yeah. So like, so I think for a lot of Gundam fans in the West, I think a lot of them have to don't put Gundam Wing on that high of a pedestal. It's a it's an okay show. It's a good show. It did what it needed to do.
It got
And I love it.
toys.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sold a lot of toys. That's all that mattered.
I have a lot of those toys,
Yep.
but it's not as good as we think it is.
It really isn't. If you go back and watch Gundam Wing, you're just like, especially the American dub, you watch it, you're just like, how did I get into this as a child? How did they brainwash me into watching this? Like, the story of Wing is just all over the place at times. I don't want to go on a tangent.
Actually, I mean, if you can stomach it, Dustin, I would
Okay.
recommend.
I don't mind Wing. Like, I can watch Wing. It's just Endless Waltz I have a problem with.
Oh, okay.
It's just Endless Waltz.
So if you can stomach it, Dustin,
You're still trying.
I would recommend reading Glory of the Losers.
Oh, okay.
I think the way that they pace the story is a little bit better, and it's really nice to see Kotoki's designs like in action.
In action.
Yeah,
And-
especially since you have all these P Bandais coming out with like the Death Sight variation, like the long
heavy
vibe.
arms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are pushing Wing
Yeah,
recently.
that
Yeah,
heavy arms with the green on orange. Ugh.
Hey,
Yeah.
guys.
that's why you just take it off, put it on the custom.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Wing remake.
Oh God.
It's never
Dustin's
gonna
like,
get
I'm
it.
done.
All right, it was
It's
nice
never
chatting
gonna
with you
get
guys.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Dustin,
Get these
Bye.
wings off the screen, Steven. I don't want to look at Bandai
we need it
Angels
for
anymore.
context, man.
God.
I'm sorry. Here, I'll switch it to something more.
That's you know what?
Perfect.
I'll take that. I'll take that over the wing.
Dude, okay, I actually really like this, and I like this for the dumbest reason. It's just so we cannot talk about the wing stuff anymore. We'll talk about it differently. But I like this for the dumbest reason, and that's because it has the full armor pack.
I mean,
This is
that's
this
a
is
good
the-
reason to get it though.
That's fair.
That's fair.
It's a
Yeah.
dumb reason. I mean, it has this, and it
No.
has the
No,
it has
it's
the it has the Magnum like holsters.
Well, not to mention, honestly,
I'm not
I
sure if you
actually-
see that, but that's
I prefer the color scheme too. Like I
I like the blue.
Blue.
I really like the blue.
Blue.
the blue
Yeah.
is
It's
better
so
than
well.
the red and the green in my opinion.
So I had half a mind to buy this robot Damashi because when I was calculating the cost of like how much I would have to spend in order to make this, like it was just astronomical.
Okay, for reference sake, can we just let everybody know Steven has a spreadsheet of how he spends his money on Gundam.
I do. Wait, Stanley has never seen this.
No,
I have
don't.
not.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He has graphs. He has like
What?
like,
this.
Oh
This
is
my
my
lord!
Are you true Gunpla?
Oh
This
my
is-
god!
look, he has
Holy
where he bought it from even.
Are
Yeah.
you-
Toys and Joys, never heard of that place.
It's in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So my cousins are actually from Hawaii, and they were the first people who actually got me into Gundam. I remember I watched one episode of Gundam Wing when I was at their place, and then my aunt was like, "Hey, we should go over here, and you really like it, right? So we'll go to Toys and Joys." And so they bought me and my brother the first 5 Gundam Wing Gundams,
Holy
or
moly.
Wing Gundam, Heavy Arm. Or so I got Wing Gundam, Sandrock, and then Shenlong, and I think my brother got Death Sight and Heavy Arms.
Mm.
And
we're at 4 minutes, by the way, Steven.
okay, sure thing. But anyway,
After
so
one
this
episode. After one
Yeah.
episode.
after one episode.
That's a cool aim.
That is
Buy
cool.
all those
So yeah, this is my spreadsheet. So I have everything back from 2011, 2012, 15,
Holy moly.
down here to the last purchase actually at Toy Arena. There you go, Stanley.
Yay, shoutouts.
That was. I remember you told me that was like one of your like most sought after kits too.
It is. Oh, and
Oh,
then
the
here's
gun barrel
my
dagger. Yeah.
here's the statistics.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
My God.
Look at this guy.
Total
Yo.
distribution of kits. Here's my total costs over the last like 20 years of buying Gunpla. And then I have percentage of
even
income.
Gunpla.
Yeah, here's purchases from location. So robots or less. Definitely had a huge chunk.
Yeah.
I only bought
Holy.
3 from Toy Arena. Here's purchases for other locations. So these are breakdowns of costs. And then
Like
there's
Joann's is on there.
yeah.
They sell Gunpla at Joann's?
No, I had a cloth that I bought, so and paints, so that I can make like backdrops and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then I also have a breakdown of when I watched a show,
Jesus Christ.
which show
How
each
old
model
he
kit's
was.
based off of. Yeah, how old I was during the time that I watched the show to see how much of an influence it would be on my purchasing.
Goodness.
So, yeah, so Bandai would kill for this data, I'm sure.
Well, you're
Hey,
giving it
know
away
what,
for
dude?
free right now.
Hey, that
I know,
research
close
very
it.
much
Close it, Steven.
included.
Yeah. But so this actually taught me a lot about Excel, so I was really happy about that.
I was just
And
practicing.
yeah, the best thing is that everything's automated. So if I I don't know, bought a real grade unicorn, it should, yeah, so it'll change color.
Jesus Christ.
All the costs
Steven.
and stuff
Oh
will
my
auto calculate. Yeah, it's great.
That is
I would be so afraid to see my graph. Oh, it would be so bad probably.
I think I tried making a graph for Gabe,
oh.
Oh,
and
geez.
I ran out of lines.
Oh god.
Holy moly.
Oh, Jesus.
It got pretty bad, and I started feeling bad, so I stopped. But yeah, so this is what I mostly spend my time on Gundam wise. I also had this, and at
Graphs.
one point I had graphs and charts. I also had this, and I also had another spreadsheet that actually listed out every single piece of merchandise that Bandai had released for like the last like 5 or 10 years or so. And so I was able to find out when the release dates were, what their trends were for like having certain series come out. It was very eye-opening. So yeah.
So were you
I
able
think-
to make some predictions? With those
Yeah,
set?
I actually, I was able to predict back in like 2013 or no, 2012 or 2011. My friend was like, "Oh, I really like 8th MS Team." I was like, "Don't buy any kits right now." They're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because Bandai is going to release an Easy 8 high grade, a new 2.0." And I was like, "Trust me." And a year later, they did. Yeah, so I was like,
Nice.
okay, I
Yeah.
think I got this. But anyway, we're gonna end here for what is this, part 3 now?
This is
We're gonna
part
start
3.
up. Yeah, okay, we're gonna start up with part 4. I guess we're just gonna sum up.
Go
whatever.
back to the actual
Everything.
episode. Let's go back.
Yeah,
to
we'll
the
go back to the
episode.
actual episode. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys then.
All right. See ya.
See you at the next part.
All right.